Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the boys,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to the RP Lumber Center here in Edwardsville. It's time for some hockey. We make a very fast transition from fall sports to winter sports, as we just concluded our fall sports season on Friday, and here we are on Monday, and we already got winter sports going on. It's hockey time, and your Collegeville K-Hawks getting ready to take on the Edwardsville Tigers. Welcome into the pregame show brought to you tonight by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, and great service is served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street in Caseyville is where they are located. You can give them a call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007. Season opener for both Collinsville and Edwardsville. We just witnessed here, well, I just witnessed here, the season opening game for Highland and East Alton Wood River, and Highland came away winners in that one by a final score of 5-2, although the Oilers of East Alton Wood River outshot Highland 27-22. All right, let's move on to the Collinsville versus Edwardsville game. Collinsville 3-21-2 last season. Craig Duffy is their head coach. He's into his third year and has a record of 18-31 Last year, Edwardsville, they were the darlings of the Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association. They won the championship. They won 27-1 last year, and their head coach is Jason Walker. The Cahoks opened their third year with Craig Duffy leading the way as Collinsville's head coach. After a 15-10-3 season to start Coach Duffy's tenure as head coach, the Cahoks went through some growing pains last year with a very young squad that, as I mentioned, went 3-21-2 last season and were swept in 2 games by O'Fallon in the first round of last year's playoffs. Cahoks defenseman Eric Denny returns for his senior season after leading Collinsville in goals last year with 50. After spending last year away from the Cahawks and the Missouri Valley Club Hockey Association, senior Tanner Bettis also returns to the team. Bettis led the Cahawks in goal in the 2022-2023 season with 30. The other 2 seniors of the 4 on this year's roster are Austin Whitaker and Lincoln Duffy. Sophomore Owen Stinnett returns to the varsity roster after a breakout campaign as a freshman last year with 18 goals for the young winger. That was second on the team. Junior goalie Landon Radel returns between the pipes, looking to rebound from a year that saw his goals against average skyrocket to 6.83 in 1,366 minutes in the crease. Also, 3 goaltenders on this year's roster. Waylon Leffler played 774 minutes last year with a 5.86 goals against average, and Hayden Miles is the freshman goalie on this year's team, and he is the one who's actually going to get the start tonight. Collinsville has the 4 seniors I mentioned on their team, 5 juniors, 9 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. Well, after spending the 2021-22 and the 2022-23 seasons playing in the Mid-States League in St. Louis, Edwardsville's main varsity squad returned to the Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association last year and pretty much ran over everyone on their way to winning last year's championship. In their absence, Granite City won back-to-back championships in the Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association. Last season, the Tigers only lost 1 time. They won their first 21 games before O'Fallon beat Edwardsville 4-3 on January the 23rd. Edwardsville beat the defending champion Granite City Warriors in a 2-game sweep in the semifinals, outscoring Granite City 14-2. Edwardsville captured the championship against O'Fallon in a 2-set sweep in the title series. The first game needed overtime in a 5-4 Tigers win before Edwardsville took care of the Panthers 5-1 in the series and title clinching game. Edwardsville scored an eye-popping 418 goals last year in 28 games, led by returning senior Luke Tomlinson's 110 goals. Top goal scorer or goaltender, though, Kai Vetter, did graduate with his league-leading 1.48 goals against average and a save percentage at 93%. So we'll wait and find out once they announce the starters here for Edwardsville who is going to be in goal tonight. They have Miles Rosenthal, who had more minutes than the other backup, Brody Patton. So we will see who exactly they put in goal tonight. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Craig Duffy. We will pass that conversation on to you next as the LC's Pub pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all Collinsville area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with former Kahok Logan Carlisle, his dad Tim, along with Caleb Tanzius, play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event, or to call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for Veterans in Need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Man, it seems like I just finished up fall sports on Friday. Wait a minute, I did finish up fall sports on Friday. Quick transition to winter sports, and as usual, we begin our winter sports coverage with a little Kahok hockey while we wait for basketball season to get underway. All right, so visiting with us now is Craig Duffy. He is the third-year head coach of the Collinsville Kahok hockey team. Give us a quick update on the JV team. I know they've already got 3 games under your belt, even though this is the first varsity game. So how's the JV team doing?
They're doing very well. They're 2-1. They've played very good hockey the past 2 games. They're moving the puck well, playing together as a team. executing some of the things we've been asking them to do and working on. So pretty happy with their start.
All right, move over to the varsity now. You guys struggled with a young team on the varsity level last year. I would expect those growing pains to lead to better things this season. So tell me about what you've seen so far in the makeup of this year's team during your varsity practices up to this point.
Higher competitiveness, more skill, more speed, better execution, able to play and make plays that maybe they didn't think of or couldn't last year. Much improved. That season was difficult, but it was good for growing.
All right, last year you had a couple of freshmen step into the varsity role, most notably Owen Stinnett, who ended up second on your squad in goals scored with 18, played in 24 of your team's 26 games last year. So he, along with a couple of other guys, gained some valuable experience.
Most definitely. There's a couple other guys that maybe don't score on or don't show up on the score sheet that also contribute heavily. So along with the scoring punch, we had the defensive punch too. And Owen did a great job last year. I expect him to just pick up where he left off.
Yeah, I like his play. He's a speedy guy who sees the ice very well.
And he's not afraid to go in the corners, so nothing really scares him. He usually has his eyes set on the goal, and every now and then he makes a pretty darn good pass that surprises everybody on the ice. And then at that point, someone else has to finish for him.
I know you probably don't want your defenseman to be your leading goal scorer, as was the case last year. So are you looking to kind of spread it out a little bit more?
Well, I think Eric's a pretty special player. I don't know that we have to look at him as a defenseman. We did use him as forward a lot last year too. With a person like that, you can put them anywhere on the ice, and they're going to be dangerous for the other team. So we have a couple other players that we've been working with to make them more versatile, so we can also move them from forward to D and D to forward, and maybe change the look and makeup of our team in the middle of a game.
You got Tanner Bettis back after he stepped away from the team last year. How much will his return help this team?
Oh, it'll be huge, without a doubt. He was one of the most influential players on the ice, if not the most influential player at times, especially when offensively. He had a year off. I wouldn't say it was a year off. He went to hockey prep on the Northeast, and he came back, and he's bigger, stronger, faster, more skilled. Hockey IQ is right up there. He and Denny are going to be a nice 1-2 punch out there.
All right, let's talk about goalies for a minute. Landon Radel stepped in times between the pipes last season, leading to being swapped out for Waylon Leffler, who was a freshman last year. And I noticed you got a freshman starting tonight in Hayden Miles. So give us an update on the goaltender situation.
We have 3 goalies. Radel is coming back from an injury, so he's ineligible to play at this point. Waylon had 2 games this weekend, Saturday and Sunday for JV. And then Miles is in net tonight. He's a freshman, but he's very strong in net. So we have 3 good options this year, both at varsity and JV.
All right, so Edwardsville tonight, man, that's a tough draw getting the defending champs right out of the gate. They only lost 1 game last year, and they took it to you guys 3 times last year. So I know they're tough, but I know you're going to concentrate on your guys. So what do you want to see out of your guys tonight?
I want to see us come out right away. I want us to be putting pucks in, getting on the forecheck, transitioning quickly no matter what zone we're in. I want us taking care of the defensive zone, especially around the goaltender. No one gets close to him, get the pucks away from the slot area quickly, and compete. No matter what time the game's left, compete the entire time.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
That is Craig Duffy, your Collinsville Kahok hockey head coach. We'll take a break here on the LC's Pub pregame show. Starters and last year's stats coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
Looking for someone to help get your house in tip-top shape? Look no further than former Kahok Kara Gray with Clean Living Cleaning Services. From bathrooms to kitchens to garages to bedrooms and even commercial spaces, Clean Living is your place to go. Clean Living guarantees expert-level work done by expert-level cleaners. No matter how much grit, how much grime, let Clean Living shine. For more information, check out the Clean Living Cleaning Services on Facebook or call 618-979-9634. A clean space is a happy place. Clean Living Cleaning Services, 618-979-9634. Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Kahok Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joe Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618.
Hey, once again, we welcome you back here to the RP Lumber Center here in Edwardsville, getting ready for this season opener between Collinsville and the Edwardsville Tigers. Collinsville will be out there dressed in their road purple and black uniforms. That's right, they are on the road. Well, then Edwardsville is at home, but with the rink space pretty limited, sometimes Edwardsville will be here and they'll be the road team themselves. But right now, Collinsville is the road team, so they have on the black trousers, the purple and black jerseys. Numbers on the fronts and the backs of those jerseys are in white. And the one thing I do like about club hockey is they have names on the backs of their jerseys. Edwardsville, they're on the left side of your screen. They're the home team. They're dressed in their home white uniforms. They have the big Edwardsville logo on the front. Their numbers are in orange, and they got a little black pants on as well. Here are your starters for Edwardsville. You will find Caleb Brune, Sam Cook, Grant Hunnicky, Zach Cohn, and Dean Scharlman on the ice. And in goal is Miles Rosenthal, 186 minutes last year, 40.45 goals against average, so he didn't even allow a half a goal per game, and a save percentage at 97% for Collinsville. Benjamin Klein is out there. He is the right winger. The left winger is David Hearn. Your center is Tanner Bettis. And on defense, you have Eric Denny and Jace Ferry. And in goal, you have Miles Hayden. No stats on Miles because he is a freshman and obviously did not get to play on the varsity level last year. So we're underway, and Edwardsville comes up on the attack. Schlarman, that's a tough one to say, over into the corner, has that puck taken off of his stick by Eric Denny out to the blue line, and it does come out, and now the referee will whistle it dead after some players get pinned up against the boards, and that'll allow both teams to make a line change. 13:04 left to play. Remember, in case you haven't joined us for hockey yet, each period is 14 minutes, and you only have 1 minute in between periods. And we will not have a post-game interview. We decided to go away from that during hockey season. Well, 9 times out of 10, the assistant coaches don't remember to come up. And the other time out of 10, we have the early game, 7 o'clock, 7:30, and then we have to break down real quick and get out because all the fans for the 8:30 or 9 o'clock game will come in. So we decided to go away with the interview process of the post-game show. We'll still have a post-game show. We'll take a break, play our sponsor, and come back and wrap things up. But as far as interviews go, we're going to get away from that here for hockey season. 12:48 to play here in this opening period. Season opener between Collinsville and Edwardsville. And Edwardsville on the move once again, streaking up the far side. Just kind of sliding a puck toward the net was Atticus Arth. And over into the corner it goes. Edwardsville digs it out all the way back to the blue line. Peckner, he'll send it around back behind the net. Occupied there by Hayden. Collinsville, they're digging it out. They bring it up ice. Got a little 2-on-2. Owen Stennett, he shoots it into the near side corner and then back off the boards. Collinsville up the middle, and oh boy, a big collision up front just as that shot was let go by Evan Sutton, and he never did really make it to the net, so the collision probably helped that out a little bit as the puck ends up going back behind the Collinsville net. Over into the near side corner in front of the student body cheering section that has shown up here for Collinsville tonight. No school tomorrow because of Election Day, so the kids don't have to worry about a late night followed by early morning. Here is Eric Denny. Denny with a shot and a big save there by Rosenthal. He doesn't even know that he has it until it drops out from his equipment. And that'll stop the clock with 11:47 left to play here in this opening period. That's the first shot on goal by either team. So Collinsville looking all right so far against the defending champs. Luke Tomlinson returns. And he just scored 110 goals last year. That's all. 110 goals in 27 games. That's just amazing. Back to the blue line it goes. Here is Klein. Klein near this face-off circle over here on the left side of the ice. And he had that one poked off of his stick. And now Edwardsville brings it back down. They'll deflect it off of a stick, but he was before the red line. So that'll be an icing call against the Tigers. And Collinsville will have a face-off all the way down in front of Rosenthal. 11:27 left to play here in this opening period. Opening night at the RP Lumber Center. Highland defeated East Alton Wood River in the earlier game, 5-2. And now it's Collinsville and Edwardsville. Face off over on the far dot. It'll be Bettis. He is in there along with Zach Cohn. Collinsville wins the face-off, feeds one toward the goal, blocked out before it could get there, and then poked over into the corner, picked up by Hearn, but Hearn had it leave his stick and ended up on the Edwardsville player, but Collinsville keeps with it in their own offensive zone here. Here is Klein. Klein takes a hit, but not before he sends the puck back behind the Edwardsville net. Hearn gets in the way of Bettis, and now Edwardsville brings it up ice, but it's at the center red line. Eric Denny will float one back into the offensive zone. Edwardsville will take it over from there. One D man to the other. Here is Schlarman. He'll bring it up across the center logo here at the RP Lumber Center. Gets past one of the Kahawks playing up there on the line, and then he gets hit, and Henneke will try a wraparound shot, but Hayden's got that blocked up, and now we're going to have a little pushing and shoving going on the far side post, but cooler heads prevail, and then Bettis and one of the other players for Edwardsville get into a little slapping contest down there, but I don't think the referee's going to send anybody to the penalty box just yet. That stops the clock with 10:40 left to play. Each team with one shot on goal. And I think they're still trying to find the puck. Now they are going to send them off. Bettis, along with Cone, will go to the penalty box. So offsetting penalties. The referee's like, I'm not putting up with it, man. You guys go to the box and cool off. Now, referee explaining things over there to Jason Walker, the head coach for Edwardsville. And we're going to have a little 5-on-5, so offsetting penalties will not make it a 4-on-4. And the faceoff will come to the right of Hayden. And the faceoff won by Collinsville. Denny tries to send it up. Didn't get it very far. He'll get it right back. And he'll circle with it over in the far side corner. A little back and forth he goes over there. And then he'll bring it out. And Denny is fast. He tried to pass it up the ice, but he whiffed on it and it almost worked out in his favor as he almost caught back up with it. Comes over here to this near side board for Nolan Duffy. Duffy, the coach's son. By the way, we have Jason Whitaker on camera with us tonight. That's Austin Whitaker's dad. Austin Whitaker wears number 25, had a couple of goals last year. Out to Wolf. Edwardsville brings it back up. Collinsville's got a few defenders back, though, as they are ready for him. Wolf goes back behind the Kahawk neck, pits it up once again, throws one into the slot, but no one there except for Nolan Duffy for Collinsville. Pass up to Stennett. Stennett will turn and shoot it right in. Off to the near side post. Rosenthal will cover it up, and that'll stop the clock with 9:48 left to play here in this opening period. No score as of yet between Collinsville and Edwardsville. Kahawks out shooting the Tigers right now, just 2-1. We're a little early here, so everybody's kind of getting their skates out from underneath them as these teams play each other in the season opener. They've had plenty of practices, but this is the first game time for a lot of them, although some of the Kahawks do play on the JV team, who's already got 3 games under their belt this year, and they are 2-1 in the early going is the JV team. Another icing call against Edwardsville, so a face-off once again will come down here in front of Miles Rosenthal. And this time it'll be to his right. Stinnett in the circle. He slaps the puck over to the boards, but Collins, oh man, Hearn took a big hit over there in the corner. Left his feet. Looked like he went head first onto the ice, but he jumped up with no problem at all after a hit there by Caleb Brune. And now Edwardsville brings it up. Right now they had a 2-on-1, and the give and go, tic-tac-toe didn't work. Collinsville gets the rebound. They bring it out to the neutral zone, and then we'll shoot it down the ice. Rosenthal behind his own net, will go back and get it. He'll send it up the boards, but not out. Collinsville in front of the Edwardsville bench does a good job keeping it in, and then Edwardsville breaks out the other way. On the wing, a shot and a save by Hayden as it goes into the corner, and then back out to the neutral zone it goes. Klein tried to sweep it up front for a little offensive push, but he'll end up leaving it, and taking control of it is Jace Ferry. Ferry worked the puck up into the zone, and then Edwardsville will shoot it around the half boards here, and then out to center ice. Eric Denny off the glass. We'll send it right back to where it came from. 8:35 left to play here in this opening period. No score yet between Collinsville and Edwardsville. There's a shot toward the goal, trying to look for a deflection off of the stick of Stinnett, but that didn't work out. Now Nolan Duffy with it, but he went backhand to forehand and lost the puck in the process. And now Denny is racing back, trying to get the puck away from Schlarman. Does so, and then the puck ends up going, I think, into somebody's equipment, and it stayed there just a little too long, so the referee blows the whistle, and this time the faceoff will come out to Hayden's right once again. 8:13 left to play here in this opening period. 2 shots apiece by both Collinsville and Edwardsville. It'll be Bettis once again against Zach Cohn. Collinsville again wins the faceoff, and the Kahawks bring it out. Bettis moves the puck up to Duffy. Nolan Duffy sends it all the way around the Edwardsville net. Over to the far side corner it goes, and then it comes back out. And here is Bettis with a shot and a goal! Collinsville gets on the board first. How about Tanner Bettis returning to the team? They missed him, and he gets Collinsville on the board. So the Kahawks with the early 1-0 lead. Still lots of time left. That was 7:56 left to play here in this first period. Faceoff comes all the way back down in front of Hayden. Denny will take it right in front of his own goaltender, and then he'll circle around for a little while, sends it over to the far side corner, and that's where he ends up finding his defensive partner, Jace Ferry. Collinsville gets it back, sends it all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. That never touched anyone on the way down. And that'll stop the clock with 7:36 left to play here in this opening period. Kahawks up 1-0 on a goal by senior Tanner Bettis. Face off again to the right of Hayden. Won by Collinsville, but it went all the way out to the blue line. There's a save off of the glove of Hayden. And then it goes over into the corner. Edwardsville has it behind the Collinsville net. Head up, looking for a little place to move the puck. Into the slot it goes, and a save by Hayden. Oh boy, that was a point-blank shot right from the slot. And Hayden was over on the near side post and quickly covered up the middle and took care of that one with no rebound. This time the face-off to the left of Hayden. Won by Collinsville, and they'll send it up to the line, but Petker, he keeps it in with a glove hand, and then speaking of glove hand, right into the glove of Hayden. And the Kahawk student body cheering section loving every minute of it. Face-off again will come to the left of Hayden. Tanner Bettis, one of the alternate captains, Captain Eric Denny and David Hearn, wearing the C's for Collinsville this year. And Collinsville tried to get a hold of the puck and get it out. Couldn't do so. Turnaround shot. Ends up going just a little bit wide. And now a player gets taken out, but no penalty called. Here is Stinnett. He'll send a floater down that just goes a little bit wide near side post here. Into the corner it goes. Klein picks it up. Tries to feather a pass into the slot, hoping he can find Stinnett, but never did make it that far. Here is Owen Stinnett. He'll send it all the way back for Caden Hens. Hens sends it over to the far side, and then Edwardsville will take over in their defensive zone. 6.5 minutes to play here in this opening period. That one right in front of the Kahok bench. And circling around trying to find it is Dylan Showmaker. Showmaker right in front and then backhands it over to the near side boards. That was a little dangerous. Hearn gets it and he'll send it down the ice and it's picked up by Brune. And the Edwardsville defenders will play a little back and forth pass here in their own defensive zone. All the way around the boards it goes and it ends up on the stick of Dylan Jokobstaller. And now a whistle will stop the play. I believe that one came out of the zone, then back in. But if that was the case, yeah, okay. Now I see. Now they're going to call it a hand pass. So the faceoff will come out to Rosenthal's left. 6:03 to play here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. Edwardsville out shooting the Kahawks, though, 6-3 here in this opening period. Stinnett and Simmons in the faceoff dot. Won by Edwardsville, but Collinsville gets it and sends it around the boards. That was Nolan Duffy who sent it back behind the Edwardsville net. Up to the blue line. Hins keeps it in, trying to find Hearn. Hearn, in turn, sends one to the slot, but no one home wearing the purple and white. Collinsville, a nice job keeping it in before it had a chance to cross the blue line. Edwardsville back behind their own net, sends it into the corner, and the player who did that got taken out. Here is Stinnett. Tries to turn around, take a shot. Now we're going to have a penalty coming up. And someone is going to get their first power play, and I believe it's going to be Collinsville. Or did they not call a penalty? Call that offsides. That's what it was. Saw the referee's arm go up, and I automatically thought penalty. Not the case. Came in offside. And Collinsville won another face-off. Here is Eric Denny. He lost the puck for a moment. And then he all the way back to Hayden. Tries to shove it over in the corner, but he whiffed on that attempt. And here is Eric Denny. Out in front. That one ends up going to Ferry, the other defensive partner. Off the boards, trying to find Kitstein. Ben trying to chase it down. Brune, he got there first, and Kitstein hit him, lodged the puck loose. And now it sits over by the goal line, and another couple of players take each other out in the process. Here is Schlarman, and a shot that I think just went a little bit high and wide of Hayden. Flinched that head a little bit. And another opportunity for Collinsville and Jace Ferry. Ferry sends it up into the sky, and that was off the netting, so that's going to draw a whistle. 4:47 to play here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville on a goal by Tanner Bettis. Face-off once again will come out of the Edwardsville offensive zone. Cone, Bettis. Bettis wins it. Denny takes it and goes back behind his own net. Looking for a little help. Tried to send one back to where he came from for Bettis, but that went past his stick. And now Cone in a little battle there with Stinnett. Collinsville, they find a way to come away with the loose puck. They'll send it back to the neutral zone. Edwardsville starts their attack once again, but spun away from it was Petger. And Collinsville and Eric Denny back behind his own net. And then Petger knocks the goal off the goal mounts. And actually, everybody's wondering, that should be a penalty. Now we got a little pushing and shoving going on. So the referee's got to get away from the goal. He's like, I got to put the goal back on its moorings. And meanwhile, there's a fight going on I got to break up. So Hayden will give him a hand. Yeah, that could be considered a delay of game there, as Reed Petker just kind of ran into the near side post and knocked it off its mooring, and he didn't get pushed into it. There wasn't anyone around him wearing the purple uniforms except for Hayden in goal. Face off once again just outside the blue line. Edwardsville gets this one, and they'll send it right back into the offensive zone. Denny lets it go back behind the net. Hins, he'll take it from there, and it comes out in front. That's dangerous. Turnaround shot and a save by Hayden. Bedger trying to hold it in. He can't. Then he gets bulldozed by Nolan Duffy. And then Bettis will intercept a pass, and he's trying to find a way in there. Now we're going to have another whistle. I don't know if Duffy was already in the zone or not. Could have been an offside call. And it will be an offside call. This one will come right in front of the Edwardsville Tigers bench. And all the way down to Hayden, and another whistle will stop the play. 3:52 left to play here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. Face-off will come out to the right of Miles Hayden. Freshman goalie gets put into action right off the bat. I don't know if you heard the coach in his comments, but Landon Radel is injured, hasn't practiced yet, so he can't play. And Leffler has just played over the weekend in a couple of JV games, so they're going to rest him. Let the freshman take control of this game. Into the corner it goes. Bettis trying to dig it out of there, and then a couple of players bang into each other, and once again, Caden Hins gets the brunt of that, and he chirps all the way down the ice with Atticus Arth, who supplied that hit. Meanwhile, here is Bettis down in the corner, lost control of the puck, back to the blue line, kept in by Collinsville. Shot just goes wide over on the far side post. Into the far side corner it goes. 3:15 left to play here in this opening period. In front, a shot and a goal by Stinnett. Collinsville takes a 2-0 lead. Owen Stinnett makes it a 2-0 game in favor of Collinsville. Liking what I'm seeing here. Face off back over the logo. Collinsville wins it and almost didn't get a good handle on it, but the Kahawks stay with it, send it all the way down. That was a shot on goal that had to be a save there by Rosenthal with his glove, and then off of the near side post on the outside of it on a shot over there by Tanner Bettis. Now back to the neutral zone we go. Collinsville got there first and flutters it back into the logo area, but here comes Edwardsville. Edwardsville only lost one game last year, and they didn't lose it until January, so it would be a bit of an upset here if they lost game number 1 on the year, that's for sure. Here is a turnaround swing shot, and that one didn't make it to its mark. Collinsville gets there first, tries to send it back into the neutral zone, couldn't do it. Ferry comes up with it over into the far side face-off dot, and he'll send it up to Klein, and he'll come across the red line. He'll get hit by Schlarman, and Klein gets up. Whistle on the play. And now Schlarman and Klein will talk it up just like, actually that's Cohn and Klein. They'll talk it up. Klein's probably asking, why didn't you call a penalty there? It's like, because he didn't commit one. Collinsville wins another faceoff. Here is Ferry from his side of the red line, or the other side of the red line, shoots it down and gets it right back at the blue line. Collinsville's Klein, then sends it all the way around the Edwardsville goal, over into the corner, and Hearn lost a skate blade there for a moment and went to the ice when he was trying to chase that puck down. Back behind the Kahawk net, comes out front. Collinsville gets there first. Nice play there by the Kahawks, and that is Sutton who got that puck out of harm's way, but Edwardsville, they go back and get the puck anyway. Put a shot toward the goal, nothing doing there. Comes out to Petker. Petker takes a shot, and it goes between some legs and in over the right shoulder of Miles Hayden, and Edwardsville gets on the board. .141 left to play here in this first period. And the Kahawks still lead by 1. Face-off won by Edwardsville. Tigers bring it back up. Here is Petker, who just scored the goal. And another dangerous opportunity here for Edwardsville. Collinsville trying to get it out. They can't. Stays in the face-off circle over on the far side of the ice. And here comes Cohn once again. He'll backhand one right into the crease, but Collinsville gets there first and will send the puck all the way down the ice. Would have been an icing call, but it was right on goal, so Rosenthal had to cover it up. And that'll stop the clock with 1:12 left to play here in this opening period. It's been a fun first period so far. Face-off will come out to the right of Rosenthal. Stinnett wins another. Here is Hens. Collinsville's done a nice job on the face-offs tonight. Hens all the way over into the far side corner, tried to bank it off the boards to Eric Denny, but Edwardsville finds it first. And now they got a 3-on-2 brewing the other way. Into the slot, a swing and a miss. Turnaround shot and a goal. A no-look shot by Arth finds the mark, and all of a sudden we are tied. So, a goal in about less than a minute, about 45 seconds. 2 goals by Edwardsville erases a 2-0 Collinsville lead. And we are down to the last 40 seconds left to play here in this period. There's a shot that goes high and wide. Over to the far side dasher boards it goes, sitting around the Collinsville net. Back out to the blue line here is Brune. A shot and a save by Hayden, and then some more pushing and shoving going on as Showmaker ended up in the goal. And then a teammate tried to stick up for him. Had a kid around the head there for a moment. And cooler heads have prevailed. We've only had 2 penalties called in this game, and those were offsetting penalties for a little pushing and shoving by a player from each team. So no one's been on the power play yet. I believe that was maybe Stinnett who got his arm around Henneke. Face-off once again will come out to Hayden's right. Tanner Bettis and Cone in the face-off circle. And into the slot shot. That one goes wide. I think it tipped off of somebody's skate. Into the corner it goes. Here is Stinnett. Stinnett trying to leave one and find Hearn as he was coming up through the neutral zone, but never could connect with his stick. Now here is Bettis. Bettis does a nice little job of stick movement there. High slot, and he'll send it over to Stinnett. Stinnett will send it all the way back to the blue line for Denny. Eric Denny, last year's leader in goals. Gets crunched up against the boards after he let that pass go. And now a loose puck, but that's going to do it for period number 1. We will get ready to head to period number 2. It's a fun game so far. 2-2 is the score, and no one's in the lead. We'll be back with period number 2 after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
Back here at the RP Lumber Center, Todd Duke is my name. Jason Whitaker on the camera for us tonight. As we switch ends of the ice, Miles Hayden will go down and take care of the goaltender responsibilities to the left side, while Rosenthal will do the same thing on the right side. Collinsville was outshot in that first period 12-6. Kahawks had a 2-0 lead, and then 2 goals in about 40 seconds by Edwardsville has tied things up. Here is Hens. Hens with a backhand, sends it through the neutral zone. Tanner Bettis will send it up into the offensive zone, and Edwardsville will get there first. They'll send it all the way around the boards and stop there. Collinsville tried to keep it in, but couldn't. Here's an opportunity now for Blake Henneke. Henneke sends one toward the goal, but laying out there is Hayden. And it went right by him as he was laying there. Another crunch up against the boards by Arth on Bettis. Bettis just shrugged it off. And now the puck ends up back behind the Collinsville net. Over into the near side corner. Ferry is there. Collinsville trying to get it out. They do. Bettis, he'll poke it up. Almost got tripped in the process. Up against the near side boards in front of his student body cheering section. Here is Bettis. He'll throw one right over the goal. Landed, I think, in the blue paint and then bounced all the way out. And now Collinsville trying to dig it out of that corner over there. That's Ben Klein who tried to dig it out. Through the blue line it goes, and a Ferry shot made it through a bunch of traffic. I'm not sure if the goalkeeper made the save, goaltender made the save, or it was Cook who was standing right in front of him. Back down into Collinsville's defensive zone. Jace Ferry gets there first. He'll send it off the dasher boards and through the neutral zone where it bounces off the boards, and then Edwardsville finds it. Collinsville will get it. Here is Eric Denny. Denny with a head of steam and a shot, and that one goes up into the netting. That one had a little rise to it, but I believe it went off of Rosenthal and then into the netting. So the puck will come out into the near side faceoff dot to the left of Miles Rosenthal. How about that? We got two goaltenders named Miles. Miles Rosenthal for Edwardsville, Miles Hayden for Collinsville. Eric Denny sends that one back over to the far side corner. Sutton, oh, he takes a big hit over there by Andrew Maurer. Well, after he let the puck go, too. And out to the neutral zone we go. Here is Denny. Denny will circle with it. Head back over to the far side. Comes in front of his own bench and then back over to Sutton once again. But Sutton had the puck bounce over his stick. Comes into the slot and a shot and a save by Rosenthal. That puck was just kind of gliding through the crease with no particular direction at all. We're just underway here in period number 2. 2-2 contest. 11:56 left to play here in this second period. Glad that you are with us as we get the winter sports season underway here for the Kahawks. Got, I think, 4 games in a row for the hockey team before we start talking about doing some basketball games and bowling. I don't think we have any bowling on the schedule until December, though. That's just the way the schedule has been made. There's a loose puck that comes out and then off of one of the Kahawk shins and comes all the way out to the neutral zone. Here is Maurer with it for Edwardsville. He'll send it all the way back down the ice, and that probably would have been an icing call if Miles Hayden wouldn't have played it. And that was definitely going to go wide over the near side post. One through the neutral zone again. Here is Bettis. Bettis has got some room. Shot. Oh, and a save by Rosenthal. Bettis gets the rebound, sends it up front. Trying to get it in there was Owen Stennett, but I don't think his shot ever made it. And Collinsville continuing to put on the pressure. And Denny gets it up to Bettis, but Bettis couldn't hold it in. Now back to the defense, and here once again is Eric Denny. They'll transition him up to offense sometimes, which is exactly what they've done here. Right now, Nolan Duffy and Jace Ferry playing a defensive role, while Denny was playing a little winger. Off the boards at the red line in front of the Edwardsville bench. Shot down the line, through the boards, and around back behind the Collinsville goal. Here is Bettis once again. Bettis sends it on up. Into the neutral zone it goes. Well, that's Bettis right there. That was Denny who shot the puck up ice. Here is Nolan Duffy. Duffy was trying to just float one toward the goal, hoping for a rebound, but he kind of partially whiffed on that one and never had enough juice to make anything difficult on Miles Rosenthal. 10:35 left to play here in this second period. 2-2 contest between Collinsville and Edwardsville here in the season opener for both teams. Kahawks still have their first 3 games here at the RP Lumber Center. They'll be back here on Thursday. We'll be here as well as they'll take on the team made up of Freeburg and Waterloo. There's a shot and a save by Rosenthal. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Hearn. Sends it back to Ferry at the blue line. Ferry sends it back up into the corner. Edwardsville takes it from there, but a turnover on the stick of Klein. Klein comes out, and he was trying to put a pass in the very high slot to Ferry, but just sent it a little bit too far. Now Kahawks will get it and send it back to the neutral zone. Hearn will send it all the way down into the near side corner. Back behind the net it goes. Bettis, he'll run right into Caleb Brune, and then the puck will go back behind the net once again. Sent all the way out to the blue line and unable to keep it in. And then taking a hit from behind was Caden Hens. And now Collinsville sends it back right into the logo here at neutral ice. Down the ice it goes and back behind the Collinsville net. Edwardsville making a line change. Collinsville will send it on up. Edwardsville will send it on back. Kahawks get there again, and a turnover by Ferry is going to allow Edwardsville an opportunity. Cone couldn't finish and get it around Ferry, though. Now Schlarman tries to do the same thing, and he gets past Ferry and goes back behind the Kahawks net. All the way out to the blue line it goes. Here is Broom with a shot from there. Just a little bit wide over on the glove side of Hayden. Back out for Brune once again, and again he tries a shot from the blue line. That one goes well wide of the near side post. Now a puck that's fluttering around, picked up by Edwardsville in the shot. Slot taken, and a shot and a goal. And Edwardsville will take their first lead of this contest and make it a 3-2 game on a goal by Schlarman. So Collinsville at one point had a 2-0 lead, and now 3 straight goals by Edwardsville has erased that lead. Still a lot of time left, 8:54 left to play here in this second period. Edwardsville wins the faceoff, and they start working it up ice. Over to the far side it goes. Denny tracks it down first, sends it all the way up the dasher boards, comes back out after a ricochets off of Kitstein. And once again, Denny will get a hold of the puck, and he'll send it down the ice. Into the neutral zone it goes. Edwardsville gets there first. They'll try to leave it on a backhand, but Kitstein ends up getting taken down from behind, and that causes Edwardsville to be off sides. So we're going to have a face-off right below our location once again. It'll be Blake Hunnicky against Bettis. This one won by Hunnicky, and he'll send it back down into his own offensive zone. But Denny gets there first, and he'll park himself back behind the Kahawk net, occupied by Miles Hayden. Denny sends one into the neutral zone, partially tipped. Bettis comes up with it, and it stays in, and onside, and back behind the net it goes, and a backhand put up front, and then Klein couldn't connect on the one-timer. And now a loose puck being picked up by Edwardsville. They'll send it through the neutral zone, and a tip in will avoid the icing call. Into the corner it goes, and a player goes down. I believe that is Denny. And then Pecker, who has a goal here tonight, comes up with it and sends it back to Brune. In the neutral zone, Edwardsville comes away with the puck. Nice move by Hennicky. Jumped around one of the Collinsville players, and then one of the Collinsville players lays out, and then back to Brune. A shot while Hayden is still sprawled down in the prone position, as he and one of his teammates, Dylan Showmaker, kind of got tangled up there for a moment. And then a shot that never materialized for Edwardsville will send it back to neutral ice. Here is Arth. Arth will send it back to his defense, and Brune will let it trickle on back to Rosenthal. And then he'll send it back over, and here is a little opportunity 3-on-1 for Edwardsville into the slot. Shot that never quite made it on. It was wide over to the near side post. And the Kahawks trying to corral it back down. They do so. Here is Eric Denny. Denny finds Stennett. Stennett turns around, sends it over the dasher boards into the corner, comes all the way around to the near side corner. Over in the corner it goes. What a hit there, and a backhand shot by Evan Sutton. And Sutton totally missed on the backhand shot. Went well wide of the near side post. Comes back out to neutral ice. Here is Eric Denny playing defense once again. Sends it off of the dasher boards behind the goal, occupied by Rosenthal. Picked up there by Sam Cook. Not the singer, the Edwardsville hockey player. That's going to be an icing call. That'll stop the clock. 6:14 left to play here in this second period. 3-2 in favor of Edwardsville. Face-off will come out to Rosenthal's right. And it'll be Cone and Stinnett taking this face-off. Won by Edwardsville. Back behind their own net. They'll send it up the boards, and Hins had a jump over his stick as he tried to corral it right at the blue line, and then sends it back into the neutral zone, but that's going to be offside, and there's the whistle. Collinsville lost to Edwardsville 3 times last year, and Edwardsville outscored Collinsville in those 3 games 29-5. But the year before that, when the main varsity team was playing in the Mid-States Hockey League over in St. Louis, in the 2022-2023 season, Collinsville beat Edwardsville twice and outscored them 10-1. A little clog up in the neutral zone here. Edwardsville comes away with it. They'll send it up into their offensive zone, but Collinsville will send it right back off the boards, and it's going to roll all the way down to Rosenthal. That'll negate the icing call that was just about to happen. And now Edwardsville back behind their own net. Whiffed on that connection on the pass. Collinsville comes away with it. Here is Jace Ferry. Ferry lost control of the puck, and Schlarman finds it. Gets around Hins, but the puck was already on its way back to the dasher boards, and now another misplay there by Edwardsville. And Collinsville, though, can't find the loose puck to take control of it. All the way over in front of the Edwardsville bench it goes. Shot on goal by Sam Cook, and a save by Miles Hayden. 3-2 game. Tigers are up. They also lead in the shots on goal department, 17-13. 5:11 left to play here in this second period. Each team want to make a couple of changes. Klein will come in and take this face-off against Maddox Simmons, and Collinsville wins this face-off. Here is Kitstein. Kitstein sends the puck up to Sutton. Sutton sends it into the corner. It ends up going back behind the Edwardsville net. Up the far side dasher boards. Collinsville tried to keep it in, but it came across the blue line. They had to escape without a offside call. Sutton, he'll track the puck down, send it over into the far side corner. A little backhand shot there, and that one is up against the post. I don't think that Hayden sees it until the last second, and he helped to cover it up there to Dylan Showmaker. 4:42 left to play here in this second period. Face-off again over into the far side face-off circle. Won by Collinsville, but now it gets caught up in a bunch of skates, so no one's really coming away with this puck yet. And then Collinsville does find the handle, and they'll send it off the boards. Collinsville's got a 2-on-1 going on here. Here is Kitstein, but the puck was bouncing too much for him to get a true shot off. Into the corner it goes. Edwardsville trying to get it out. Right in front of the student body cheering section. A little clogged up action once again. Edwardsville gets it out, and a player goes down. Thought there might have been a tripping call there, but the referees have not called any penalties yet in this game besides the offsetting penalties in the first period. Now down here below us, here is Simmons. Simmons with 3 Kahawks already in the zone. Simmons will race around a couple of them and then lose the handle on the puck in front of his bench. Turns around, takes a shot, but that's off of a body. Comes all the way back through the neutral zone and into Collinsville's offensive zone. As Collinsville takes that opportunity to make a line change. Here is Eric Denny. Denny turns around, takes a shot off the glass, and back down the other way we go. Here is Caleb Brune. Brune will send it over to his defensive partner, and that is Reed Petker. Collinsville trying to wrestle it away. Stinnett over there in a little bit of a battle in front. Oh boy, if Bettis would have saw that one in time, he might have had a chance to get a shot on goal, but he saw it a little late and tried to reach back behind him to gather it, but that was too late by then. Here comes Edwardsville racing down, and a shot. That one goes wide. Off the glass here on the near side in front of the Edwardsville student body cheering section. Caught up against the glass there, and Edwardsville comes away with it. Here is Wolf. Shot from the high slot, and that was a save by Hayden, and that one almost made it through the old 5-hole there, but he jumps on top of it before it had a chance to. 2:58 left to play here in this second period. And the faceoff will come out to Hayden's left. Won by Collinsville, but then it gets caught in some skates. Now out to the blue line, picked up there by Bettis. Bettis comes in with 3 defenders back there to deal with. Into the high slot, Nolan Duffy with a shot, couldn't get it to go on, went just wide of the near side post. He had 2 whacks at it, and the second one was the most one that was on there. And then back to the neutral zone we go. Denny has to get back. And a chance there for Grant Hunnicky, but he kind of whiffed on it. And then another return shot that just goes a little bit wide. And then Denny finds a loose puck for the Kahawks. He'll send a fluttering pass up to Stennett. Stennett, he'll send it all the way around the boards and around the Edwardsville net. Over to Petker. Petker turns around, a turnover. Chance for Collinsville to score. How about that? Nolan Duffy ties this game back up. A big turnover by Edwardsville. And we are tied at 3. .210 left to play here in this second period. We got a good game going on here. Here is Denny. He'll circle with it off of the glass that occupies or that's right in front of the penalty box. And Ferry will pick up the loose puck back in his defensive zone and send it off the dasher boards at neutral ice, and Edwardsville will do the same. Here is Hunnicky. Sends it up to Schumacher, and a shot and a save there by Miles Hayden, and the referee lost track of the puck, even though Hayden didn't have it covered up. Referee blew his whistle anyway, and now we got some more pushing and shoving going on back behind the Kahawk net with 1:44 left to play here in this second period. Now we're going to have our first power play of this game. And it's going to belong to Edwardsville as Jace Ferry has been ushered into the penalty box. So a power play here for Edwardsville, and a shot that never made it on goal. Into the corner it goes, comes out. Collinsville will send it down the ice and relieve some of that pressure and take off some of that time. 1.5 to go here in the second period, but a minute and 45 left on the power play here for Edwardsville. And the Tigers looking to bring it up. Here is Caleb Brune. Brune will send it up in front of his bench. And then a backhand will not result in anything because there wasn't anybody at the blue line waiting at the point for the Tigers. So they'll have to reload, and that's what they do. And a little spinorama, and that one will go off the netting, and we'll have a face-off in the Collinsville defensive area. 1:01 left to play here in period number 2. 1:18 left on the man advantage here for Edwardsville. 3-3 contest. Face-off comes out to the right of Hayden. And one by Edwardsville. Shot never really made it to the goal. And then the Edwardsville Tigers almost gave it up. Now they do. Here is Stennett, but he couldn't continue with it. Got caught in his skates, and they couldn't transition it to the stick. Here is Edwardsville. Shot toward the goal, but that goes a little high and wide. And now Edwardsville once again. Here is Arth. Centers. High slot. Tried to send it back to Arth. That never made it, and it comes out to the neutral zone. 30 seconds left to go here in this second period. Here is Caleb Brune. Brune with it. He'll send it off the dasher boards right below our location. Arth finds Hunnicky. Hunnicky comes in. High slot. Takes a shot. Save there by Hayden. Another save on the rebound. Collinsville gets it back. They'll send it all the way down the ice. Bettis, he chases it down. And he's in a little battle there over in the far side half boards. And it comes out of the zone, and Edwardsville will go back to work. Well, Reed Wolf couldn't skate around and get anything going. That'll end period number 2. And Edwardsville will still have 16 seconds left of time on their power play when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahok sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting collinsvillefoundation.com.
And once again, we welcome you back here to the RP Lumber Center. 3-3 game after 2 periods of play. Collinsville and Edwardsville. The clock operator accidentally let the final 16 seconds of the power play tick off the clock, so they had a little bit of a delay. So we're back a little later than normal of our 1 minute in between intermission, but here we are underway in period number 3. Edwardsville out shooting Collinsville in this contest so far, 22-14, but we are all knotted at 3. Collinsville trying to kill off the rest of this power play. Here is Hens doing just that. Sends it off the boards and down back behind the net, and that'll do it for the man advantage for Edwardsville. So the Tigers 0 for 1 on the power play. And this puck will come all the way down the ice, and it'll be an icing call, so the faceoff will come back down in front of Rosenthal. 13:33, just underway here in period number 3. And it's 10 o'clock. We've been at it for about an hour. We got started just a little bit late. The Highland East Alton Wood River game took a little longer than normal, but these games usually do. Collinsville wins another faceoff. Denny circles around with it, sends it up front. Oh, a shot on a one-timer by Bettis, but never did make it toward the goal. And then Rosenthal finds the loose puck after it banked off the boards behind him and came back out off of a skate, and he has it in his glove, and there'll be another face-off to his right. Bettis and Cone once again. Bettis wins the face-off. Shot and a save with the snap of the glove by Rosenthal. Man, that was quick. Denny will go off. Caden Hens will come back on. And Bettis and Cone at it once again in the near side faceoff dot. And once again, won by Bettis, but it banks up against the boards, and Edwardsville comes away with it. Here is Henneke over in the far corner. Klein trying to wedge the puck away from him. Comes out to the other side, and here is Brune. Brune sends it up, but not out. Hens keeps it in, but Edwardsville finds the loose puck once again. Now here is Cone. Cone, right wing shot right between the legs of Hayden. And Edwardsville regains the lead at 4-3. Hayden never closed up the pads, and that puck went 5-hole all the way. The Tigers retake the lead, and now Collinsville trying to get it tied up once again, and there's a turnover. Into the corner it goes. Stinnett, he'll come away with it, and he'll race back behind his own net. Uses his skate, gets it back onto his stick blade. Up through the neutral zone he goes, around one defender, around another. Comes into the circle and takes a shot, and a kick save by Rosenthal, and then a player taken out. Edwardsville fans wanted a call as that one looked to be a little bit dangerous, but no call was made. Here comes Edwardsville, and a shot, another goal. And Whitaker takes care of another one, and Edwardsville goes up by 2. And that one just 37 seconds after Edwardsville took the lead at 4-3. So now the Kahawks have to play an uphill battle. I think I put that one on the wrong side, didn't I? Whoops. There we go. Here is Arth. Loses control of the puck. Denny finds it. He almost got yanked down from behind. And then up front, nice job getting it into the low slot by Denny, but Collinsville didn't have anybody there to get it home. And now Edwardsville back down trying to make this game a little bit more harder to come back from. Into the corner it goes. Edwardsville fighting there, trying to wrestle it away was Owen Stinnett. And then a big hit over there by Evan Sutton. He just kind of laid out Andrew Maurer. Well, Collinsville comes away with it. Here is Hearn trying to get it back into the offensive zone. Collinsville making a line change. Edwardsville, they'll send it all the way back down the ice, and off the inboards it goes. Here is Denny. Denny being pressured from behind by Wolf. He'll turn around and go the other way, Will Denny. Now he'll set up shot behind his own net, head up, looking for a little outlet opportunity. Finds it. Bettis gets it up to Duffy, and they said Duffy was offside. Tried to drag that skate on his right leg, last across the line to make sure he stayed onside, but the referee said, no, you didn't do it. 11:07 left to play here in period number 3, 5-3 in favor of Edwardsville. Jayhawks need a goal just to get a little closer and get themselves an opportunity to tie it afterwards. But first they got to get that first one. 5-3 in favor of Edwardsville. 10:45 left to play here in this third period. Here is Bettis. Enters the zone, being pushed from behind by Cohen. Bettis pushes back and takes a couple of guys with him into the high slot. Denny with a shot and a goal! Oh boy, Eric Denny gets that goal that Collinsville desperately needed, and it's now 5-4. Jayhawks down by 1. Denny ripped that shot from the high slot. And now the Jayhawks need one more just to get this thing tied back up again. Puck goes back down into the Edwardsville offensive zone. Collinsville gets there and sends it off the boards back into their offensive zone, but Edwardsville got there as well. Then it's poked up by Stinnett, and Stinnett tries to follow it, but he couldn't keep up with it. Now Schlarman, he'll send it all the way back down around behind the Collinsville net. Over to Sutton. Jayhawks send it up, but not out. And now Collinsville almost got there first, and then a nice little job on the glove. Throw it down, send it up. Collinsville avoids any further damage. Here is Schlarman once again. He'll come in and lose control of the puck, but finds it again, takes the shot, kicked out of there by Stinnett with his skate. And now sent up the boards by Evan Sutton, and that's going to be an icing call against the Jayhawks. Collinsville hasn't iced the puck very often tonight at all. 9:47 left to play here in this third period. It's been a very entertaining season opener between Collinsville and Edwardsville. Faceoff will come out to the right of Hayden. Won by Edwardsville. They'll try to put a shot on goal, but that missed and got caught up in some legs. And now an opportunity here for Klein. Klein comes racing up the board, sends one in the high slot, and then Bettis could never get a shot off. He got kind of pinballed around there off a couple of players. And Denny will send one back in. Klein, he gets there first. Now Bettis over here on the near side face-off circle. Races around back behind the Edwardsville net. Comes out front. Denny with another one-timer. And a save this time by Rosenthal. Over into the near side corner it goes. Stinnett trying to keep it in. He can't. Tried to use his glove and his stick. Hens was behind him and he couldn't keep it in. And Collinsville will retreat into their defensive zone. And here is Eric Denny. Denny with 9 minutes left to play here in this third period. He'll bring it up ice himself. Sends it over here to Hens. Hens ends up finding Duffy. Duffy sends it up, but Petker is there to intercept. And off the dasher boards it goes and all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call against the Tigers, so that'll give Collinsville an opportunity with a face-off down at the other end in front of Rosenthal. 8:45 left to play here in this third period. Good game so far, 5-4 in favor of Edwardsville. Kahawks looking for the equalizer. And into the neutral zone it goes. Here is Henneke. Henneke sends it into the high slot, but never did complete the transaction process there for Edwardsville. Now Collinsville comes into the zone. Loose puck. Picked up by Edwardsville. They send it off in front. Oh, that got caught up in the referee's skates. And Edwardsville stays with it. Shot that never made it to the goal. And then the bouncing puck that followed did. And Hayden will cover it up. So the faceoff will come out to the right of Hayden as he and Hens talk things over for a minute. 8:15 left to play here in this third period. 5-4 in favor of Edwardsville. Tigers out shooting Collinsville 26-19. Bettis and Cone once again. They've been taking a lot of faceoffs together. And this one won by Cone. Out to the high slot. Pecker with a shot and a save by Hayden. Over into the far near side corner, it goes. And Edwardsville trying to get another shot on goal, but Bettis lodges the puck free and then tries to put on a move and couldn't bring the puck with him when he did it. It was a nice move, but the puck just kind of stayed where he left it. 7:50 left to play here in this third period. Almost another turnover, but Edwardsville has that one clank off of one of the Collinsville sticks. Into the corner it goes. Denny trying to wrestle it away down there from the Edwardsville player. Now it's pinned up against the boards. Referee trying to let him dig it out of there before he has to blow the whistle. Meanwhile, valuable time ticking off the clock here, and now the referee will blow the play dead, and that'll stop the clock with 7:26 left to play here in this third period. Cone and Bettis once again in the face-off circle here on the near side. One by Cone again. Back to Cook at the blue line. He'll take a fluttering shot. That'll hit Bettis right in the midsection. And then Bettis sends it up through the neutral zone. Edwardsville back to their defense. And tipped it in once again. All the way back to the boards it goes. Denny is going to be the first one to get there, and he'll go back behind his own net. Bring it out the near side. Sends it up into the neutral zone, and Stinnett has to wait because Kitstein got pushed into the zone. That would have been an offside call, and now they're going to call it offside anyway. And the one power play in this game, that belonged to Edwardsville. Collinsville did a nice job killing it off right at the end of the second, and 16 seconds left of it here in the third. And the face-off in the neutral zone, won by Collinsville. Denny will hit a pop fly to center field. Bounces all the way down in front of Rosenthal. And then the defense will send it all the way back around behind the boards, trying to find Simmons. Simmons can't control the puck right yet and puts a weak shot on goal. Collinsville, they come away with it. Edwardsville keeps it in, but Collinsville will get it right back. And here is Bettis. Bettis over here in the near left wing circle takes a shot. That one goes right across the face mask of Rosenthal. And then a return shot over on the far side. Never did quite get to where it needed to go. Went a little bit high and wide. Denny, he'll take the puck and send it back down into his offensive zone and then back behind the Edwardsville net. Collinsville will make a partial line change. Here come the Kahawks. Up top, Nolan Duffy has a goal tonight. Takes a shot. That one goes high. And then Collinsville finds the rebound, sends it over into the far side corner. Up to the blue line, and Collinsville couldn't keep it in, but they do backtrack and find the puck. They'll send it all the way up as the Kahawks make another line change. Here is Arth, tipped off of his stick. Hens back there trying to keep it going in the other direction, and now Stinnett trying to wrestle it away from Wolf. He'll do so for a moment. Hens will send it up the line and out of the zone. Collinsville trying to push it up and get a little bit more offense going on here. Over in the far side corner it goes. Ferry, who is way shorter than the gentleman with the puck over there. That is Reed Petker. And then a loose puck comes out and bounces right in front of the crease. Turnaround shot there by Wolf. Never made it. And then a return shot from the far side, and Hayden covers it up. 5:10 left to play here in this third period. 5-4 in favor of Edwardsville. Tigers out shooting Collinsville 28-19. Face-off once again will come out to the right of Miles Hayden. This time it'll be Stinnett and Cone taking this face-off. Won by Collinsville. Kahawks sweep it up but can't get it out. And then a loose puck picked up there and brought up onto the stick of Nolan Duffy. Duffy will just shoot it down. Well, he waits for the rest of his teammates to catch up, but Collinsville making a partial line change here anyway. And then Schlarman, he'll find the puck, and we're going to have a penalty called as Stinnett wrapped his arms around Schlarman's waist. So Edwardsville is going to go on a power play. Miles Rosenthal already off the ice, and an extra attacker just came on the ice when the whistle blew. So Edwardsville is going to get another power play, and this one is late in the contest. And coaches don't like those. 1 goal game, 4:43 left to play in the third period, and Stinnett, he just wrapped his arms right around Wolf's waist, or I think it was Wolf. And the referee raised his hand immediately. So Collinsville is going to have to do some power play opportunities here. Collinsville wants to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout right along with them. We'll be back here in a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahawk alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
Once again, we welcome you back here to the RP Lumber Center. Not good news for Collinsville. They find themselves short-handed, and Tanner Bettis is over on the bench throwing up in a trash can. So I don't know what's going on with that, but he's got his helmet off and everything right now. All right. Power play underway here for Edwardsville. 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the man advantage. 4:20 left to play here in this third period. Here is Schlarman over in the corner. He gets taken out on a nice hit by Sutton. Back to the blue line area, and then a high slot shot by Pecker. Never made it as far as it needed to, and then a return shot went off the side of the net over here on this near side. Edwardsville with the man advantage. Into the slot, shot. That one's blocked out, I believe, by Denny. And I think that hit Denny in the shoulder. He looks like he's in a little pain right now. Collinsville trying to get it out of there and relieve some of this pressure, and a turnaround shot. And Edwardsville scores, and the Tigers go up again by 2 on a goal this time by Dean Schlarman. Edwardsville scores on the power play. They had Stennett in the box. Bettis was on the bench not feeling well, but he's back out there right now, wins the faceoff actually. And Collinsville, a lot of work to do now as they are down by 2 with only 3:40 left to play here in this third period. Off the inboards it goes, over to Cook for Edwardsville in the corner. Edwardsville sends it up and to the blue line, a shot that ricocheted, and now a 2-on-none break here for Edwardsville. They shoot and they score. Well, don't let the score fool you, folks. Collinsville played a great game here tonight. Not like the 10-1 games last year. Collinsville has not had a power play opportunity in this game. Edwardsville won 1-2, 1 for 2 on their 2 advantages with the extra attacker. And now a run down from behind. That should be a penalty. That's called cross-checking. And not liking it whatsoever was Jace Ferry. And the referees didn't call that one. The Collinsville bench is fuming over there. Face-off will come out to Hayden's right. Bettis and Cone once again. One by Cone. Shot. Never made it to the goal. And then it comes over here in front of the Kahawks student section. And then Stennett catches the puck, lays it down on his stick, and almost got taken out on the play all in the same motion. And then a shot at the blue line. Hins takes out Petker. And then back to the neutral zone. Here is Cone once again. And another opportunity for Edwardsville, 2-on-1. Puck never made it to Hayden. Never did make the save. I don't know what happened there. And then all the way down the ice it'll go. But we're down to 2:30 left to play here in this third period. No overtimes in Mississippi Valley Club Hockey Association rules. So if it was to be a tie, it would end in a tie. Here is Simmons, turns around, takes a shot. Saved there by Hayden, and the rebound goes all the way up into the netting. 2:16 left to play here in this third period. 7-4 in favor of Edwardsville. Collinsville returns here Thursday to take on the Raging Bulldogs of Freeburg Waterloo. That's an 8 p.m. game, and Edwardsville scores again. And they blow kisses to the Collinsville student body cheering section. And it's now 8-4 in favor of Edwardsville. Not even sure who scored that one. Bettis for Collinsville, banks it off the boards. And the Kahawks with another opportunity. That was a save by Rosenthal. Turn around on the rebound by Stennett. That didn't make it. And then Collinsville will send it back down into the offensive zone up against the Dasher boards as we are under 2 minutes to go here in this third period. Here is Simmons with another opportunity for Edwardsville. Forgot to take the puck with him. Bettis, he'll just backhand it over to Carter Simmons. Stennett to Sutton. Sutton gets hit from behind by the Edwardsville Simmons kid. And here is Wolf coming out for the Tigers. 90 seconds left to play here in this one. Here is Simmons for Edwardsville. Right through the crease. And Edwardsville almost put that one home as well. Collinsville finds the loose puck. They come away with it. And here is Jace Ferry. Ferry tries to send it up. Excuse me. Looks like Edwardsville had 12 guys back there. There's Wolf, and now a whistle on the play. And looks like Collinsville and Edwardsville going to get penalties. Simmons for Edwardsville, Ferry for Collinsville, so offsetting penalties with 1:06 left to play here in this third period. And they want the face-off to come all the way down to the Collinsville defensive side of the ice. Just outside of that zone here in neutral ice. And won by Edwardsville. Maurer sends the puck over. He tried to send it back to him, did his teammate, but kind of missed the mark on that one. Maurer ends up with it anyway, and then a puck that rolls in offside. Maurer thought he had it on his stick, but it jumped over his stick, and he already had a couple of guys across the blue line as that puck rolled across the line. 52 seconds left to play here in this one. Edwardsville is going to start off 1-0. Collinsville will start off 0-1. Edwardsville, they are right back at it tomorrow, though, man. No rest for them, as they'll play O'Fallon tomorrow at the McKendree Recplex at another 9 p.m. start for them. Now a penalty coming up against Edwardsville. Collinsville is going to have a power play here if they have enough time right now. And another shove down from behind. That should probably be a 5-on-3. Man. Number 22 is like, what did I do? That is Atticus Arth. So Collinsville will have a power play, but only 34 seconds. And the Kahawks, let's see if they can get a goal and make this just a little bit more respectable on the scoreboard, but Edwardsville takes care of that. Collinsville 6-on-4 as they have the goalie pulled. And here is Klein, high slot, couldn't get off a shot. And then a shot, and that was just a little bit wide. Collinsville tries to keep it in, but they shove it back in offside. Kahawks will get out, but that is pretty much going to do it. Here is Maurer with just a couple of seconds left. And at the empty net, saved by Hens, and that is going to do it. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate your help. Jason Whitaker for us on the camera. Collinsville loses this one here tonight by a final score of 8-4. Edwardsville out shooting the Kahawks 36-20 in the 8-4 win. And that sends us into the post-game show, brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. Excuse me. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410. I'm losing my voice here. 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, 618-343-3602, or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. We'll come back and wrap things up here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisired offers.
And we welcome you back here to the RP Lumber Center and the Chiropractic Works post-game show. Again, no coaches interviews this year as far as the post-game show is concerned, so we'll just wrap it up here. Collinsville loses here tonight 8-4. They were outshot 36-20. Edwardsville, they fell behind here early on. Tanner Bettis and Owen Stinnett put Collinsville up 2-0, but then Edwardsville got back-to-back goals in about 40 seconds to tie things up at 2-2. Each team scored a goal in the second period. Edwardsville took a 3-2 lead with 8:54 left in that period, and then with 2:10 left, Nolan Duffy scored to tie it up 3-3, but then Edwardsville got back-to-back goals again, this time just 37 seconds apart, right in the early portions of that third period to make it a 5-3 lead. Eric Denny scored to make it 5-4, and then Collinsville took a ill-advised penalty, and Shalarman made him pay for it as Edwardsville ended up scoring 3 straight goals to end that third period, and they walk out of here with an 8-4 lead. But I got to tell you, I'm very impressed with this Collinsville club after just this first game, because they look like they are tons better than they were last year, and they should be, because they had a lot of youngsters playing last year that got some valuable time on the varsity level, and they have gotten better for it. Plus the reemergence of Tanner Bettis back into the Kahok fold, so that helps as well. And we'll see what they have in store for them again on Thursday. We'll be right back here at the RP Lumber Center as Collinsville takes on the team made up of players from Freeburg and Waterloo. It is the Freeburg-Waterloo Raging Bulldogs will take on your Collinsville Kahawks. That'll be an 8 o'clock start, and we'll be on the air around 7:40 with the pregame show. Another big thank you to Coach Craig Duffy joining me in the pregame interview, and another big thank you to Jason Whitaker, who operated the camera for us tonight. My name is Todd Duke, and until Thursday, everyone enjoy the rest of your Monday.